Welcome back to Duro3 YouTube channel. This is, I think we're up to part 3 of the MORI MA-100 rotator rebuild. Okay, well the other two were the strip down and all the mods and upgrades and stuff that I've done. Well, I've just got the casings back from the glass bead blaster last week. I have etch primed them and painted them in this hammertone silver paint, which has made them look a lot better and a lot smoother and neater and tidier. On the insides, I've actually had the whole thing. This has been glass bead blasted. The inside was glass bead blasted because it was a bit rough. So what I've done is I've painted the inside with a metal clear just to seal the surface, and being that it was glass bead blasted, it adheres really well to it. So basically that's why it's got a slightly nicer finish now. And plus, now it's glass bead blasted, all the sharp edges have been off and everything. So we're looking at the center section. This is upright. That's how it goes. So basically, that is what happened. I had to just lightly rub back the paint or the clear on these two surfaces, because this is where and there's where the gear goes, and this is where it meshes with the top section. So basically, I had to make sure it was making really well. The same thing for the bottom as well. So basically, here's the bottom, the base section. The paint definitely makes it look a lot better, and as you can see, get some light in there, it makes it look a lot better on the inside as well, especially after all the mods and stuff I had to do with this. So yeah, so the paint, this paint makes it look really good. So that back there. So the top section, we'll look at the insides. This didn't get glass bead blasted because it was in really good condition. I have put back in the actual locator for the direction locator for which drives the potentiometer and the limit switch things. And I may or may not have mentioned it. I put the M8 inserts into the holes here. So I've just got to reassemble everything now. But this is just going to be a quick video for the painting part of it. So you may notice there was a bit of a change just here. There was originally a hole ground in by a rotating mast that wasn't held properly. What I ended up doing was I made a plate, a 4mm aluminium plate, and basically I have painted it and then I have siliconed it in place, and basically it's not going anywhere. It's a really tight fit. So I've actually got rid of that potential problem for the present moment. So yeah, so basically the thing looks a lot better now. Now it's got some paint on it, a lot better. So again, I'll have to do all the reassembly side of things, and I'll do it in little short videos, because I've not only got to do this, I've actually got to take pictures for the making of the new manual and stuff, because this one never had a manual with it, so I've actually got to make a manual from scratch. So basically, yeah, so this is where I'm up to. So and I did a bit of a light polish on here, these two surfaces as well. This wasn't glass bead blasted. I only got the outside glass bead blasted on this one, but it definitely looks a lot better. So there we go. Oops. Right, okay, we shall catch you in that'll be part 4, I believe. So there we go. So I shall catch you in the next part of this video, possibly. Hopefully I'll get some more stuff done and then get some more parts installed onto this, and I'll make 2 little short videos. Catch you. Bye. Okay, we're back. Part 4, I think it is. Just another short video and a bit of an update of how we're travelling. I have just replaced all the bearings. Now, bearing races, I should say, not ball bearings, because they get replaced as well. This is how many bearing races this rotator has in it, and I've replaced every single one of them. They were a bit on the manky side and a bit rough. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bearing races within this rotator. So they've all been replaced. Most of those are within here. There is actually 2 bearing races, one top and bottom in each one of these set of gears. And so that they've all been done. I had to leave the flat blades in because I didn't have anything that right length, because it has to be just the right length, otherwise it hits. So I had to reuse the Imperials. Sacrilege for me. So that's all, that section's all ready to go. I did a little mod to the side of the motor start capacitor. I put in the neutral link so I can actually physically remove the motor easily, because that's where the motor will be coming in. Motor will be right and left will be here, and I want to put the neutral here so I can actually remove the motor easily without having to take it from the wiring loom. So that's another little mod that I've done just as well as. Bearing and inner gear or ring gear is in the top, so that's on the new bearings. It's all happened. It's all ready to go, all bolted down and whatnot, so she's right to go. I've put in the potentiometer and the bearings races for, there's the bearing race there, and the other bearing races there, and there's the bearing race for the top one is here. This top this is actually the bottom bearing inner ring gear and bearing track. That's all in the bearing races are in for that as well, so they're all done. You can see in there, you can see the brass washer which holds the shaft that comes through the middle for the actual limit switching. So this gear is in. And another thing I did with this gear, which I didn't like how they were, they just put grub screws straight onto the shaft. This is a gear, 2 grub screws, and they just go straight on the shaft. And when I look really close at the shaft, I'll try and zoom it, get kind of close to it, there's a big score around it. So this has slipped at some time. Focus, thank you, focus. So this has slipped sometime in its past. So basically I have put a drill, I think it was about a 5mm drill dimple in the actual shaft. So one of the screws will locate, and then the other one will be screwed onto the side of the thing. So I'll be going, and I'll actually put a little pin mark. So you see a little dimple mark there, two little point marks, and I'll put 2 little point marks on there to indicate where the actual where it is. So that's a few things I've done. I've also glued the posts in, the support posts for the limit switches. They've been glued in. So that's all happening. I put the motor in here temporarily. It's ready to go. This is just a precursor to getting all the wiring setting up and figuring out how I'm going to do it and whatnot. So this is in there now. See how much room I've got to play with, and this is just just as it is. I just experiment as I go along. I'm going to wing this and do the mods and upgrades as I go. So yeah, but gradually getting there. So okay, I shall be back in the next video. Bye. Another little update. Moving forward. Okay, I have installed I'll go this way, mate. But I've installed the actual motor start capacitor, and that's ready to go now. But I've also that's not a good idea. Also installed 2 insulators against the wall. Now these are transistor formica, or mica I should say, not formica, mica, which I just decided because they're heat proof. Just so if we have a wire that won't short out to the from the limit switches to the actual body of the rotator. So I thought I'd put that in there and make it easier to work with and everything. So yeah, so you can see there I've glued them to the wall. There's 2 overlapping each other. There we go. Amazing, it actually sort of focused. Righty-o. So we're moving forward. I shall catch you in the next little update. Bye. Back again. This is just another short video of, this is pre-wiring. I just thought I'd do a quick video of everything together. But I'll pull a few things back off again to do some wiring, but I would just thought I'd basically show things working. There's the limit switch going off there. And there. So this is just before wiring. So I made a little stand up to physically hold it at exactly the right height, because other casing will sit here and I can run the wiring directly in and then wire it all up. That's what I'll be doing next. So there we go. A quick run through that one, and we shall see you next one. Bye. Okay, part 7, I do believe. This is part 7 of the MORI upgrade. Okay, I have finished wiring, well, not totally finished, but I've finished the wiring of the midsection. So I'm just going to take a bit of a spin around here. Let's see what's going on. I've got to do some tests and stuff for alignment and everything, so you've got to get this all happening and put together, pull it apart, put together, put it apart to physically get the alignment right. I've been playing with the, you can see the markings on the potentiometer drive gear and the potentiometer. I'm then doing some pre-alignment stuff, and you can see little arrows on the gears here, and there's even on the gear here that, oh jeez, I can't, you know, I did in there. I had to try and, since both wires on the original motor were green for left and right, and black was the neutral, and I didn't know which was which, so I had to physically go through a whole lot of testing procedures to see. I have it partly assembled to see which wire did what and which way the motor went in regards to what pin it was. So I figured it all out. So there we go. We're sort of, everything's sort of ready and raring to go. I've done a few test fits just going into there. You've got to force all the wires down into this section here. It all seems to be pretty good. So I just thought I'd do a quick run through. I'm going to take more photos and stuff, because I've got to write up a bloody manual for this, and an assembly and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, so I've done, you know, I've labelled everything. I've put little covers in here to hold wires down. So yeah, it's all been tested again. So I'm going to do temporary assembly for alignment purposes to see if everything's going to go all right. So this will be, I shall be back with another video shortly. Bye.